Now, there are calls for a greater focus on child psychology as part of coaching education. The calls come against the backdrop of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is affecting children in sports. Karen Madden reports.
There's an often repeated maxim that a coach will impact more young people in a year than the average person does in a lifetime. It's with that in mind that Director of Ballers International Andre Virtue has urged a greater focus on this area.
The psychology component in our coaching course, I know in Jamaica, we are discussing to ensure that there are more that is being done in that area. So the first response is that there's not enough. And the follow-up response to that is that I know that there's discussions because of best practices and because of what's happening around the world that it's going to be a part of coaching education going forward.
His sentiments were echoed by Trinidad and Tobago-based sports educator Quanice John as they both fielded questions during a recent dry phase webinar on safeguarding children in sports.
What we've seen is that, and what I think we need as well, is the awareness of our behaviors and how that our awareness of our behaviors and what is accepted and what isn't accepted. And that is developed through code of conduct. And again, based on the values of your sport and based on the values of sport generally.
Principal of GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sports, Maurice Wilson, in an interview with TVJ Sports, pointed to how the Caribbean's largest tertiary institution, which focuses on coaching education, supports this objective.
As we all know, though, that a lot of times students really learn when they are out there in the field. And so we expect for them to adapt in relation to these areas and to make sure that they follow the protocols that are involved in respecting the rights of a student, not only in terms of their coaching and their teaching and learning situations, but also in terms of safety. And so I think that we have been playing a very important role in this regard.
The experienced coach and educator acknowledged the challenges of the changing times and stressed that the college tries to adapt to the present circumstances. Karen Madden, TVJ Sports.